Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLees. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for the new season of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After Season 5, Episode 1. Yep, a whole new season, a whole new batch of people we either do like or don't like or don't know yet. Yeah, I feel like this season is gonna be good. This one and also 90 Day Fiance the other way look to be good. These two may be very entertaining, but let's get started with this one, okay? But first things first, if you have not done so already, please come over to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird, Jaybird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Make sure to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Make sure to relax, relate, release, okay? And center yourself because Lord knows we are going through a lot these days, but this is a little distraction from what's going on in real life, okay? So come here, have some fun, and enjoy, okay? Do not forget you can also like this video, hit the like button, okay? You can also comment in the comment section, and you can also share this video on your social media, on your Facebook and your Twitter and all of that. Just hit the share button and say, here, share, look at Jay Lee. Okay. You can also follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_corner. And of course, all of that information is where? In the description box below. Okay. Now, first up, I feel like this first episode was kind of like a reintroduction to the characters, to the people who will be on this season. There are a couple of who, the people on this episode, we have more people coming because they didn't show us, who are some people? Korean, because Korean and them gonna be on here, and some other folks. I'm looking like, oh, it's gonna be good, okay. But let's get started. The first up, we had Coat. Oh, Coty. Okay, Coty. What you gonna do, Coty? I'm like, thank God him and Larissa have broken up. So Coat is 34 from Vegas. He still lives with his mom and dad. Okay, he's still living with that B. He's out there, you know what I'm saying, working out, working, and all that stuff, trying to get herself in shape, okay? Get herself in better position and stuff. Now you're like, I'm trying to move on my life after that whole mess of a marriage with Larissa. I met her online or whatever. We met in person or whatever for it was a couple days. Maybe like 5 days. I then proposed to her, brought her over here for the 90 Day Fiance thing, and then proposed and got married or whatever. But through all of that, we was up there arguing and fussing and cussing. She was arrested 3 times for domestic battery on Courtney. And the third time when she, beat him up, whatever, he said, we need to get divorced. Okay, we need to definitely be divorced, and that is what happened. And now, they be like, I'm just happy that no one is here yelling at me and breaking things. Larissa was very much so batshit crazy, dog shit crazy. Hell, hamster crazy. She was all kind of the crazies, and I'm like, Cole, you should have been left a long time ago. But it was what it was. Now he's telling Debbie, like, I want to move on. I want to move on, and I want to start dating again. She's like, no, I think you need to find yourself. Find yourself first. Spend some time with yourself and see who you are before you try to find somebody to date. Coach 34. He's been alone his whole damn life. I think he know who he is. He's a weird white guy who likes Brazilian women or whatever. Okay, so Coach's phone then rings. He kind of scurries off to go, I gotta take a shower. But we find out Coach is already dating. Coach is dating 26-year-old Jess, okay, who lives in Chicago. He met her when she was in Vegas visiting with friends at one point. and they was hanging out when she was in Vegas. But again, she just, stays in Chicago or whatever. So he's going to see her in Chicago to spend some time with her. Then this will be the second time they had spent time together. But they kind of claiming to be couples or whatever. Boyfriend, girlfriend, but not so much, but not too much, but not a lot or whatever. And so, now she does live in the U.S. Thank God. At least she lives here. However, she's Brazilian, okay? And she's here on a visa. She works as an au pair, which means she's a nanny. She watches kids. She's a babysitter, okay? Now, Colt just tells Mama, I'm going to spend some time in Chicago hanging out with some friends, and that's it. That's it. But he don't say, well, it's a girl I'm like dating and I like her, whatever. He don't say any of that. He lying to his mama because he too old. You too old to be lying to your mother, okay? Anyway, so he goes to Chicago, meets up with Jess or whatever. I mean, Jess was dressed. Jess was dressed like a sex pot. Okay, now she looked different in every angle because sometimes she looks smoking hot. Sometimes she looks like an old nanny, and sometimes she looks like it's a red. I'm like, why is it the same person? I was confused. Okay. Anyway, now Jess is here on a J1 visa. Okay, for work study, and she's been here for a year, and she has 6 months left on her visa, and she likes Colt. Colt is funny. He's this and he's that. He has a lot of cats. I like cats. Oddly enough, she's like, I like him. I'm like, do you like him enough? Or do you like him enough to where you want to date him because he's the easy mark to get you to marry him? You know what I'm saying? Wait, get you, no, to get him to marry you, and you can be in the States. Because she don't want to go back. She wants to stay here. She ain't slick. Anyway, now, they on a date or whatever, and they talking, and it's a weird chemistry. It's very weird, and I'm looking like they like each other, but it's weird. It's like she wants him to marry her, but she also wants to figure out how much do I charge him, to be with him. Like, how much, what's my pussy rate? I don't know. And like, what she wants to like sleep with him too. And she keeps like, I like Colt. I think I love Colt. You know what I'm saying? I want to be with him. I'm looking like, girl, you want a visa. You want a good old American visa. But Colt wants a Brazilian wife. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, 2 plus 2 is 4. They're 4. Okay. Now, she said, yeah, Brazilian women, it's like a kiss on the first date. Sometimes we have sex on the first date, but American men, y'all be real, real slow. You know what I'm saying? A kiss is like 3 dates. Sex is about 10 dates. I said, what? Girl, some American men will fuck on the first night, okay, all up and through. Anyway, but he said, how do you feel about going back to my hotel room and we have some sex? And they leave the bar to go to his hotel room. They out there kissing in the mouth. I'm looking like, oh my God, kissing all in the mouth or whatever. I guess so. Now she wants him to introduce her to his people, okay, to the people he has in life. And he don't want to do that, just Jay. Like, my mom don't know about you, whatever. I just don't want to, go too fast. I don't want to rush things. But you want to bang her. That's rushing things. If you don't want to introduce her to people in your life, then don't bang her yet. Wait to see how it goes, okay? Now, again, she's upset that he don't want to introduce her to people, but she's still like, you know what? Fine, I guess I get it. His thing is he don't want to rush things how he did with Larissa, and things go from sugar to shit. I feel like this is going to go sugar to shit because it's just somebody that don't sit right with me. But if she wants to be here and he wants to pay her to be here, then let it be. And next up, we have the person who we do not like. We don't like Angela, who is 53 from Georgia. We don't like Angela. I don't know why Angela's on our team. I'm like, what do we do to deserve for our eyeballs and our ears and our minds to be stuck with Angela? Ugh. Angela, okay? Now, she's still with Michael, who was 31 from Nigeria, okay? I'm like, it's just weird. Now, Michael is still in Nigeria. She's still in Georgia, whatever. She's still there, still waiting on his K1 visa to be approved. Now, if it gets approved, she would bring him here and they would get married in America. If it does not get approved quick enough, she's going to go over to Nigeria and marry him over there so that she can, cause she wants to hurry up and get and get pregnant. I said, you not getting pregnant. Like her and her daughter was at like a stripper class or whatever, dancing around or whatever, and they was chit chatting about it or whatever. And then, Mom, why are you rushing? Why are you trying to hurry? Why? Well, my eggs. We know we can't be up wasting time with my eggs. Them eggs is scrambled. Okay, you not having no babies. You not having no babies out that uterus answer. Please leave it be. Okay. Anyway, she also wants the daughter to go with her to Nigeria, because in Nigeria the rule is you have to have like a witness at the wedding. Someone from your I guess someone from your, well, who didn't have that? Um some other people from Nigeria. I'm gonna stop going there. But anyway, she wants to bring the daughter with her, but the daughter like, I don't want to go. I don't know Michael that well or whatever. I don't want you marrying someone who you don't really know all that well. Now, her and Michael have been dating for a long time, even though it's a long distance. I'm like, at this point, they just let them be together. Now, she's like, but what if y'all get married? Like, what if it doesn't work out? Like, have you looked into how you would divorce him if you marry him? And like, how you looked into any of the legalities of what will go on? Well, no, I haven't. Well, Mama, you need to do that if you want me to go with you over there. The fact that the daughter's having common sense and look, if you're gonna marry that man, find out the rules of what happens once y'all married. How can you get out of it, and what can he do? Like, all these things you need to know. You should contact a lawyer first to get all this information, Mama. And, okay, well, fine, I'll think about it. So she then is at the house, whatever. They've moved into a new, bigger house. Where is she getting all this money from? Anyway, so it's her, them 6 grandkids of hers, her one daughter, her mama, whatever. And, we see her giving Michael a little tour of the house because, she called him on the phone to tell him, guess what, Michael? He's like, oh, what? Oh, I got Michael too. There you go. Boom, there go Michael. And saying, guess what? She's like, what? And he's like, what? I got my period. And he was like, what? When? About 4 days ago? Did you really? Yes. And I have not had a period in 2 years. I don't believe she had a period. I think she fell on her coccyx bone and her vagina was that wasn't menstrual blood, okay? Anyway, she's a whole damn period lie. Because I can get pregnant. No, you can't. Look, I know that women in their upper ages, it's possible. Some of them is possible. I don't believe it's possible for her. Okay. Anyway, now as they on the phone, she's walking through the house. This is our room. This is the kitchen. Her mama's there. Her mama's in like the empty dining room in the bed. The mama is sick. Okay, the mama is sick. And, she pointed to the backyard like, yeah, we're going to have mama's room built out there. Now, her mom passed away recently. And I think that they may show that on this season, because we do see her still. Her mom is not doing well, but I do know her mom passed away recently. May she rest in peace. That's really, really sad. Now we do see they on the phone. Michael's other phone rings, and when it rings, she hears a ringtone that I guess she don't know. And who was calling you? Who has a special ringtone? Why they got a ringtone? I know all your ringtones. You don't have a ringtone for me. How did you have it? Girl, it was a whole fuss and fighting because of this ringtone that she heard on his phone, which makes her feel like you got somebody in your phone besides me with a special ringtone. Who could it be? I'm like, girl. So she gets the attitude. She hangs up on him. He calls back. I'm not cheating on you. That is, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not that or whatever. It was my mechanic calling. Why did your mechanic have a special ringtone? Like, no, that's just the ringtone on the phone. It was a dumb argument. Dumb diddy. And if you cheating on me, if you doing anything behind my back, I will find out. He's like, I ain't doing nothing. Look, the fact that every season they have the same kind of argument is why we don't like Anthony. I mean, she's also racist and asshole. But again, we don't like evil ass Angela. I gotta tell her. Next up, we have the broke family of Elizabeth and Andre and their daughter. Okay. Now, first of all, Andre has gotten his eyebrows arched. Okay. You can't look. He got his eyebrows done. Okay. Done. Girl, I say he is coiffed. Okay, cool. His eyebrows, look, it's more arch than hers. Look, them is not natural eyebrows. You can't tell me no different. Who paying for his eyebrows to be arched? He ain't got a damn job. Anyway, that's first of all. Second of all, again, he not working. But he is staying home with the baby, who's 8 months now, while Elizabeth works. So, I mean, again, he's stay at home dad. Cool. Now, they've been married for 3 years. She is 29. Of course, he is 33. They moved into a new house. Okay, and she still works for her dad. Of course. Now, of course, he still does not really get along with her family. Like, they tolerate him. But Andre is very much so an asshole. And so, whenever all of them are around each other, some kind of debates, argument always ensues. Typically, Andre starts it, but I digress. I mean, it was what it was. So Andre brings about, her family is double faced or whatever. They'll be in your face and all nice and laughing or whatever, but you'll then ask them to do something for you, and then they'll say no. That's not called being double faced. That means I'm not your pappy. I'm not your parents. You are grown adults. Y'all are both in y'all third, which is right now. Y'all are both adults, married with a kid. Don't keep asking me for shit, okay? I don't have to help support you. Point blank, period. Anyway, it's her dad's birthday. So they have no birthday party for dad at the parents' house. But of course, they're running late. And the family then say, every time we have any event, they always come late. They're always late. And they always say, it's because we have a baby. But they say, we all have babies. And we, lo and behold, like all the sisters have like kids around the same age. They all have like little, 1-year-olds or whatever. I'm like, oh, so y'all got pregnant at the same time. Anyway, they're like, so her, since she has kids, it's not an excuse because we have kids too. So at the party, oh yeah, we late, it's okay, we here, let's all eat and have fun. So they, walking around eating food, chit-chatting or whatever. And Andre then was chit-chatting about something, about, oh, well, my wife was the only one to offer me a plate. Well, yeah, she's your wife. I don't have to fix you no fucking plate. I gotta fix the fuck? Anyway, he then said, cause the sister then said, the thing is, have you ever heard of the phrase, happy wife, happy life? He says no. But I know that, whatever the husband say, I'm looking like, we don't like Andre. So, as they chit-chatting and laughing or whatever, he even said, it's not about any of that, this is all about, her father's birthday, so happy birthday. Oh, yeah. I'm planning a wedding. Like, we're going to have a wedding in Moldova, and I want all of y'all to come. It's in a month. They was like, what? A month? Of a trip for all of us to get to Moldova? We don't know about Moldova. We don't have a passport for Moldova. We ain't booked no room for Moldova. Like, you can't plan international travel with family so big and kids. And, like, we need more, more time to plan or whatever. He like, oh no, it's fine. Like, we all gonna go over. And they like, that's not how this works. And even Elizabeth's like, I cannot believe he brought this up. Like, we have been talking about having a wedding in his, in his country, but we have not made any, like, we have not planned any final plans. So I don't know why he'll bring it up right now, which then makes all of him like, it's not a good idea. We don't have time. And saying it's like you don't care if we come because usually if a person's planning like a out of country trip, you plan it for like a year. You have everything planned out. You don't say, hey, next month we going here. Now her dad is like, they not even good money, like they not good money wise or whatever. Like they are barely making it right now. Like how should they plan to afford a wedding in a different country? Like, I'm not paying for it. Like they always ask me for stuff. I'm always footing the bill. I'm not. Nope. Okay. So on the way home, Andre and Elizabeth are chit-chatting about it. She still is upset that he even brought it up because, again, she feel like we should have talked about it first, okay? But before you said something. He said, look, I'm saying, we doing it. We doing it. And then, how are we going to pay for it, okay? How will we pay for it? He then says, well, the father of the bride pays for the wedding. Now, that's the tradition. I'm like, but y'all already had a wedding here. He then says the wedding they had here, he paid for with money he had saved up. Look, the amount of money her dad has spent on y'all in the past year that you've been there costs the amount of a wedding. If you want a wedding in your native country, pay for your damn self. Okay. He then says your dad paid for all your sister's weddings or whatever, he can pay for yours. And you need to ask him to do it. Now she's like, what? I'm not, no, 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 no. But then in the confession, she's like, you know what? This is, he asked me for stuff and I say no, but I always just end up doing it. Well, that's the problem. That's why y'all probably in debt. Okay, and Alex was in debt news. Like, girl, like, baby girl, like, girl, I cannot. The fact that she's like, I don't have to ask my father to pay for wedding. He paid for y'all for his house. Girl, I just cannot take these people. Okay, so we'll see what happens with them later. Larissa. Larissa's 33, from Brazil, but living in Vegas. Now, we know this is Cody's ex-wife. I'm like, they really have them two on the show separately. It's just weird. Girl, I guess so. But the one thing I want to point out, Larissa's had some work done. This was Larissa on the show before, okay? That's Larissa. That's her before. This is her after. This is the worst backwards ass plastic surgery I have ever seen. Like, who goes and gets a bigger nose, weird platypus lips, and girl, I just don't get it. Her hair looked healthier from before. She looks, girl, baby girl. I know, like, she looked beautiful before. All she needed before was a bit of the plump lip, and she looked fine before. Now I know y'all see it says cheap man. She said it. I did not add that, but she looks like a cheap man. She looks like she looking like a man. Okay, I just don't. Look, it's bad plastic surgery. Her nose looks bigger. Okay, it's just, I don't, who did her surgery? And how does your hair look so unhealthy? How? Like, is that a wig? How? You look, girl, it's like that's the daughter, that's the mama. Like, her name should be Esmeralda. I just cannot. I cannot. Anyway, I had to point it out. Anyway, so we see Larissa in Vegas and she's cleaning toilets. I'm like, oh, is she a janitor now? What's going on? But no, she had community service. Remember, she was arrested 3 times. You know, she got a court case come up, whatever. Now she has the open case for the 3rd arrest for domestic violence or whatever. But she has a court case for that in a couple weeks ago too, to see if it'll be dismissed or if she'll have to do, I guess, or what else will happen. Now she brings up how after leaving Cody, I had some work done. I said, oh, what did you have done? She said out her own mouth, she had her butt done, she had her lips done, she had her nose done, her cheekbones and her chin done. I lost some weight, plus I get Botox. I'm like, you had whole new face, but she looks worse. Now we do see that she's staying with the same friend who house she went to when she was getting arrested all them times. Okay. Now at the same house, she chit-chatting with the friends, and she brings up how she broke up with that guy named Eric. Now Eric was the guy that she was dating after Colt, and he's the guy who she brought with her on to the tell-all. Okay. And then she kind of just pushed him on, Colty, this is my new boyfriend or whatever. Anyway, but she's like, I broke up with him because I'm saying, we did not have a lot of sex, and he doesn't compliment me a lot. I was always paying for stuff, whatever, and I just felt like I can do better. Okay, now her gold digging friend, who looks like she also had bad work done. So, I have been engaged 13 times. I can find you a man. Just let me know what you want. If you have been engaged 13 times and not married, you're not good at finding men. Okay, you're a gold digger looking for gold. Anyway, Larissa brings up, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because, Colt canceled my green card, he canceled my support papers or whatever, so I have to figure out a way to stay in America, and I do not want to go back to Brazil. Now when she's sitting around with her friend who house she lives at or whatever, she's like, I'm just nervous to apply for the visa on my own to stay here. The friend then said, well, you came here for the right reasons. You came here for love. That did not work out, so you should probably, hopefully, still be able to stay here. I don't know if that's how things work, but she can try to do what she gonna do. Anyway, but again, she do not want to go back to Brazil. Now, we do see her call her dad for some advice. We know I want to stay here, Dad. I want to be better, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to, try to get a visa. And he like, look, you could come back, but you staying there will help the kids because she had two kids back in Brazil. You can stay there, make money, help support your kids, whatever, and then bring them there, so it is a better opportunity for you to be there in America. Okay, Dad, but I also need some money. Can you send me some money? Can you send me $5,000? He was like, oh, because once she's broke, she can't work, and to even get her visa is expensive. She has to pay for the visa, so she needs money from her dad. He like, I'm gonna check my account. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you half right now, and I'll send you the other half later. So I mean, she's good at finessing the old man out of money. She may be good yet. Anyway, we'll see what else happens with her later on this season. And last but not least, Kalani and Asuelu. I liked Kalani and Asuelu from their first season and everything. And she's 31, he's 24. They now live in Utah, but he's Samoan, and he's from some island, within Samoa. And they have two kids. They got two boys, 2 years old and 6 months old, and they have been married for 1 year and 3 months. Now, she was a virgin allegedly before she met him, and she went to visit or whatever little thing, on a little vacation, gave it up to Asuelu, and then got pregnant. So she got pregnant, brought him here on the K1 visa, and they got married, when he was here. Now, I feel like Suela was like a 10-year-old. Yeah, he's 10. He's 24, but he's not an American 24. He is a different country. Things are done differently there. He can kind of be baby 24. It's just different. But she knew how he was from before, okay? Anyway, now we do see them at the house or whatever. Now her parents have moved in, and so now all of them is in the house. And it's really feel like, it's too many people in this house. He felt like with her parents staying there, he's not considered the man of the house. Well, first of all, Suelu, he worked at like a, I don't know if it was a gas station or like a 7-Eleven or a Costco, I'm not sure. But he was walking around selling yogurt samples. So, yeah. Anyway, he also brings up how, she brings up how, he does not help much with the kids. Now, she went to pick him up from work, and when they got to the house, he got out the car, went in the house, and she was left to get both kids out the car and carry both kids in the house. I'm like, how did he not help? How did he not think to grab a kid? And I'm like, y'all don't have no plan? Like, Asuelu, what are you doing? Come get one. Damn it. I'm like, girl, it seemed too much. Now, in the house, she also brings up how all he do is play the game. He play the game all the time, or he leaves and goes to play volleyball. Like, he's not at the house much. He does not help out too much. He helps out some, but not as much. She is really doing everything as she says. And she brings up to him, like, you're always gone. Like, you go to work, you come home, you either get on the game or whatever, you leave, go play volleyball. Like, excuse me, we don't have any time together. Like, we don't spend any quality time together. He then says, well, I'm playing sports to try to meet new people and have friends so that I can have like a life here in America. And she's like, well, I don't have a life here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just always with the kids and here at home, and like, I just want to have some kind of relationship with you. She brings up how they was, dating before, having fun before, and now nothing. I'm like, but is that true? Because I mean, the whole, I don't know, I think she may have made that shit up. So we see that thing, okay? Now we do see, him outside with her dad. Now her dad don't like Asuelu, but not because he's a bad person, but because Asuelu was he's childlike. You know what I'm saying? He isn't a grown adult man, and he is not a provider. Really, like the job he has, the dad then said, it's a part-time job that like a high school student would have. Well, Asuelu has the mentality of a high school student. He only can do what he can do. Asuelu brings up how he cannot get a better job because, one, he did not finish school. He did not finish school. He did not finish college, and he don't have any work experience. So he only can get certain jobs. You know what I'm saying? There's usually jobs that teenagers have. And so the dad, like, you need to be better, whatever, a better provider. Do more than what you're doing. Do more than what you're doing as a father. Like, you should want to be better than what your father was, so that your son can then want to be better than you. And you know what I'm saying, I don't get how you can do that or whatever. I'm saying, because you're always leaving here, not spending time with the kids, like, you're just not being a good husband, a good father. I'm saying, I feel like, look, your daughter brought a child here and had children with the child. Okay, let's make that clear, because again, he's 24 now, and they've been dating for a few years. They've been together when he was like 22, but again, it's like he's 12. It's just a weird thing, whatever. And the dad is like so on a Swelu because he wants him to be better. But your daughter knew the man she married. She knew how he was. You can't think, oh, my husband's like a dimwit. He's like 12. And then because y'all get married, oh, magically he becomes, this amazing man. No. That isn't how it works. You have to give him time to get better. And I think it's a way to try to help him acclimate himself to being here in America versus speaking to him as if he should know better. He don't. He just doesn't. And the father then gets offended when he's talking to a Swelu, and the Swelu then says, okay, thank you for your advice. As in, go ahead on, I'm not really listening to you, whatever, leave me be. I'm going to leave right if something happens. I'm like, you can't have two heads of the household in the household. But again, if a Swelu is only working a part-time job, and which means he's not bringing much money, and he don't help with the kids, I mean, you not the man of the house. But anyway, I would like to see what else happens this season with them. Okay, and that was the whole episode. So I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next week. Well, no, later. It's videos always up. So always look at all the videos up on my channel. Anyway, do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. And I'm going to bed. It's 3:54. I'm up creating my own content on my own channel so I can go to bed, get some rest, and go to work to my 9 to 5. Baby girl. Okay, I'm done. Peace.